My name is Sarah. I am 32 years old, and I have 2 children. My daughter Emma is 5 years old, and my son Jack is 8. We live in a small house in a quiet town. My husband's name is Tom. He works in the city. Tom is tall, funny, and smart. I loved him very much. We have been married for 10 years. I thought we were happy. I thought Tom loved me too. But I was wrong. One day I found out something that broke my heart. That day changed my life forever. For many years, Tom and I had a good life. He worked hard and I stayed home with the kids. Emma and Jack are sweet children. They love to play, read, and laugh. I was happy to take care of them, cook meals, and keep our house clean. But a few months ago, I started to feel something was wrong. Tom came home late from work almost every night. He said he had extra meetings. He didn't smile at me like he used to. He didn't hug me or tell me I looked pretty. I felt lonely, but I didn't want to fight. I thought, maybe he is tired. Maybe it is just work. Then one day, I found a message on his phone. It was from another woman. I remember the day very clearly. Tom left his phone on the table and went to take a shower. I sat down to check my email on my laptop. Then his phone buzzed. I glanced at it. The message said, "I had so much fun last night. Can't wait to see you again." My heart stopped. Who was this? What did she mean? I looked at the name. It said, Jessica. I didn't know a Jessica. My hands started shaking. I didn't know what to do. Should I read more? Should I ask him? I felt scared and sick. When Tom came back, I pretended everything was fine. But deep inside, I felt like crying. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about the message. Was Tom cheating on me? The next day, I decided to find out the truth. I waited until Tom went to work. Then I opened his phone. I knew his password. My hands were shaking as I read the messages. There were many texts between Tom and Jessica. They talked about meeting at a hotel. They talked about dinners, kisses, and love. I couldn't believe it. My husband was having an affair. I sat on the floor and cried. All these years, I thought we were happy. I thought he loved me. But now I saw the truth. He lied to me. He lied to our family. After I stopped crying, I thought about Emma and Jack. They love their dad. They don't know anything is wrong. I couldn't tell them. I had to stay strong for my children. But I didn't know what to do. Should I leave Tom? Should I talk to him? I felt scared and confused. I didn't want to break my family. But I didn't want to stay with a man who didn't love me. That evening, after I put Emma and Jack to bed, I sat in the kitchen waiting for Tom. He came home late again, as usual. I told him we needed to talk. He looked tired, but I didn't care. I had so many questions in my heart. I showed him the messages on his phone. His face turned pale. At first, he said, "It's not what you think." But I didn't believe him. I asked, "Who is Jessica? Are you in love with her?" He looked down at the floor and didn't answer. Finally, he said, "Yes, I've been seeing her, but it doesn't mean I don't love you." His words felt like a knife in my chest. I couldn't believe he was saying this to me. I shouted, "If you loved me, you wouldn't do this. How could you lie to me? How could you betray our family?" Tom tried to apologize. He said it was a mistake. He begged me to forgive him, but I didn't know if I could. The next day I called my best friend Lisa. She has always been there for me. When I told her about Tom's affair, she was shocked. "Sarah, you don't deserve this," she said. "You are a strong woman. You need to decide what's best for you and your kids." I also talked to my mom. She listened carefully and said, "Sarah, it's okay to feel hurt. Take your time to think. But remember, you are not alone. We are here for you." Their words gave me strength. I realized I didn't have to make a decision right away. I needed time to figure out what I wanted. For the next few weeks, I focused on myself and my children. I started going for walks in the morning. I spent more time playing with Emma and Jack. I also started writing in a journal. Writing down my feelings helped me understand my emotions. Tom tried to fix things. He stopped coming home late. He spent more time with the kids. He said he ended things with Jessica. But every time I looked at him, I felt pain. I couldn't forget the messages. I couldn't forget the lies. One day, I told Tom, "I need space. I need to think about what I want." He agreed to move out for a while. He packed his things and went to stay with a friend. The house felt quiet without him, but it also felt peaceful. While Tom was gone, I decided to make some changes. I started looking for a job. I had been a stay-at-home mom for years, but now I wanted to be independent. After a few weeks, I found a part-time job at a local bakery. The hours were short, so I could still take care of Emma and Jack. I loved the job. It made me feel proud of myself. I also started going to therapy. My therapist, Mrs. Green, was kind and understanding. She helped me see that Tom's actions were not my fault. She said, "Sarah, you deserve love and respect. Don't settle for less." Slowly, I began to feel stronger. I realized I didn't need Tom to be happy. I could create a good life for myself and my children. After a few months, Tom came to see me. He asked if we could talk. He said he missed me and the kids. He said he wanted to come home. But I had made my decision. I said, "Tom, I will always care about you because you are the father of my children, but I can't trust you anymore. I can't live with someone who broke my heart. I'm sorry, but I want a divorce." Tom looked sad, but he didn't argue. He said he understood. We agreed to stay friendly for the sake of Emma and Jack. We promised to co-parent and support each other as parents. The divorce was hard, but I knew it was the right choice. I moved to a smaller house with the kids. It was cozy and full of love. Emma and Jack missed their dad, but they were happy to see me smiling again. Life wasn't easy at first. Some days, I felt lonely. I missed having a partner to share my life with. But every time I looked at Emma and Jack, I felt strong. I wanted to show them that it's okay to start over. It's okay to choose happiness. Over time, I made new friends. I joined a book club and met other moms who had gone through similar experiences. I also started saving money to take my kids on little adventures. We went to the zoo, the beach, and even camping. These moments brought us closer together. One day, Emma said to me, "Mom, you're the best. You always make us happy." Her words made me cry, but this time they were happy tears. It's been 2 years since I found out about Tom's affair. I won't lie, it was the hardest thing I've ever been through, but it taught me how strong I am. It taught me that I can survive anything. Tom and I are no longer married, but we are still good parents to Emma and Jack. He visits them every weekend, and they love spending time with him. I don't feel angry at him anymore. I have let go of the past. As for me, I am happy. I love my job at the bakery. I love my little house. Most of all, I love being a mom. My children are my world, and they remind me every day that life is beautiful. I don't know what the future holds, but I'm not afraid. I've learned to trust myself. I've learned that I am enough. This is my story. It's a story of heartbreak, but also of hope. If you are reading this and feeling lost, remember, you are stronger than you think. You can overcome anything. Just take it one step at a time. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe, like, and share.